Hello, welcome to Cardboard and Plastic. This is Dan. In today's video, I have a little bit of a slab reveal. So these are cards that I've had in the past, but I'm finally getting to the point where I'm organizing my collection using my Zion Magpros, and I have a little project I'm working on. So if you take a look, I have some like PSA 9s. These are cards I graded in the past. Probably wouldn't get 9s today. Well, this one actually probably would. It's relatively new. And what I'm doing is for cards that are cheaper, like a lot of these cards are, they're really like $10 to $15 cards, really like a $4 card for the Howie Long rookie. And what I'm doing is I'm finding replacements for them. And I'm going to be selling the majority of my graded cards. Now, some of these, right, with the Jose Canseco, means a little bit more to me, so I'm going to be putting that into a Zion Magpro. But with like the Howie Long, like a lot of those like 80s football, unless it's like Marino or Elway, I'm just going to be putting those in binders. It's just getting too much with a lot of the slabs that I have. I have 4 cases of slabs and I filled those up, so I got to start trimming those down. And I'm really having fun trying to search for the same cards that I had before so I can sell them and get some bigger cards. So got this one in the mail, and this is my replacement for the Jose Canseco, so the PSA 9. I get to sell this one now. And beautiful card that I got. I think I paid like $12 with shipping, right? So I'm into that card $14, and now I can sell the other Jose Canseco, probably get another $70 after fees to put that towards something else. And really, like a lot of my Zion Magpros I use for my Hall of Fame and also important players autos, right? So like when I was growing up, Jose Canseco, Mark McGuire, Will Clark, they're not in the Hall of Fame, but they're huge, right? Don Mattingly, I need those cards have their autos. So really, like with Jose Canseco, this is all I need, right? Got his key rookie card, and I have his on-card auto. Great card, and really, just that's one of my projects there is I just want a key card for each player, right? So these cards, I'm looking for replacements. I really have them on ComC, but I'm just waiting for them to come in to make sure that they're good enough for me. Like if they, you never know, the card would be bent in half. Most likely not. So I have a bunch of other cards that I put into Zion Magpros, and I got to get different sizes, right? So a lot of people just have the 35 point, but I love these like Panini on-card autos, but a lot of these are just thicker, right? So I have to use like 75, 100, 130 point for these. Beautiful Robert Parrish. And all I do really for these is I just put the Hall of Fame logo, their name, and I try to like get the hex color for the green for the Celtics. Adrian Danley. This card I'm probably going to get a different one because I want the team that he's more known for or goes into the Hall of Fame for. Why Tittle, yeah, the Giants, we won yesterday. Dart looked good, but then we lose our wide receiver for the year, right? Monty Irvin, on-card auto. These like old like Fleer, what are those? The greats there. So these are some awesome cards that you can get for relatively cheap for some Hall of Famers. And another project I'm working on, I finally got these slabbed up. So, like all sports, right? Even golf Hall of Famers and NASCAR Hall of Famers, right? So I'm getting their autos. Jeff Burton's not a Hall of Famer, maybe in the future, but with here, he was part of the NASCAR 75th anniversary for the 75 greatest drivers, kind of what they did in basketball. And with this is like a really cheap, cool project. Like a lot of these, like nobody wants NASCAR signed cards, and you could get some like Hall of Famers for a couple dollars, right? That I've been getting a lot of these off of ComC, right? So like Jerry Cook here. And some of these cards are just awesome. They have like fire suits. Here's Carl Edwards. He was inducted, I believe, 2025. So you get an on-card auto and with these fire suits. And like all of these things are, well, they say that they're race used. Right, so I think I have like 11 or 12 of these. This is like a piece of the tire, I think. Right, and these like National Treasure cards are just awesome. Right, so I think like another part of a fire suit. Ryan Newman there. Got the Oscar Mayer yellow, tried to match that up. And these are just parts of the jerseys, I think, or fire suits. Tony Stewart. Rusty Wallace and Darryl Waltrip. Right, so again, those National Treasures. You can get those for pretty cheap. And the last card I had slabbed up is a card that typically I would grade, but now, and I'll go into future videos, how I'm just getting completely out of grading. I will still grade cards that I know that will grade super high. Really, why? Because people will pay crazy money for them, and then I could keep on taking that money and get some big cards, right? So everybody did their top 10 biggest cards, right? I mean, I don't really have a list, but I want to get a big card from each set and from each Hall of Famer, right? So, like, I need a Lou Gehrig card, right? So I would love to get, right, either a 33 or a 34 Gaudy, or the DeLong is probably out of my price range. So I'll probably get a 1933 DeLong of another Hall of Famer that's going to be less pricey. So that's what I'm kind of doing, is I just want one card of each big set, and I'll keep on branching out afterwards, and I'll start to get some smaller sets, but one card of each big set and one Hall of Famer, card of each Hall of Famer for baseball. And I'm also doing other sports, right? So it's going to be a big, long project. And so here's a card, and this is an absolute stunner. So this is a modern card, right? Showing vintage usually, but today's video, a lot of much modern cards. This is his rookie card for a Joker. And like, he won 3 MVPs, one of the greatest players there. This is the Cosmic. It's out of 100. It is a fantastic card. And really a lot of like the basketballs, like the 2012, 13, 14, 15, right? And then like as soon as like the Luka came, right, the print runs went off the charts. So, but that's what I'm kind of looking for, is one big card of each player. And for Joker, that was kind of what I was looking for, was a numbered card from him. And I just also, I teach astronomy and physics, so I just also, the Cosmic was kind of a cool little touch there too. So in the comments below, let me know what was your favorite card of my slab reveal. And hopefully I get to put out a video. It's probably not be until next week. I got a lot going on. But I definitely won't have that many more grading reveals. But I'm still going to be, well, I'll have my own slab reveals. So again, as always, thank you for watching. Have a great day and keep on collecting.